Hey, good to see you again. In this video, we're going to talk about the R word. That's right, the R word, responsibility. Now, if you hate the idea of responsibility and you've hated people who told you to be more responsible, then just listen, because there's an enormous amount of power to be gained through taking responsibility for your own thoughts and your own actions. So do you think of yourself as a victim? Do you blame others or something external for your life situation? Do you put the responsibility onto others, or do you take responsibility for yourself? So, for example, if you drink too much alcohol, smoke cigarettes, marijuana, gamble, or overeat, do you blame brain chemistry, hormones, stress, your childhood? Or do you accept that you are the one who is doing the behavior? And since you are the one who is doing the behavior, then you could take some action to change your behavior. If you are poor, do you blame other people for your poverty? Do you blame the government, lack of schooling, lack of welfare programs? Do you blame rich people or other groups of people for your poverty? Or do you accept your past for what it is? Do you accept the society and culture for what it is, and then take some action to improve your situation? I see too many people in the world who blame others for their situation, whether that be about a relationship, a job, a career, a business, their health, their prosperity, their lifestyle, etc. And if they only knew that just by making a few simple changes in how they think, that they could transform their life. If only they knew. So in this video, we're going to look at the part that you play in your life situation and how, by taking responsibility for your life, you can overcome many problems and create a better version of yourself and a better life for yourself. The first step is the willingness to take responsibility for who you are and your current situation. In a way, this places you in the back seat of your life. But once you acknowledge that you are in the back seat, then this immediately shifts you into the driver's seat. So now that you're in the driver's seat, you have to learn how to drive the car, so to speak. How being the operative word, how to drive. Now, in one of the early NLP books, there was a story about an engineer who was called in to fix a ship's steam engine, or a ship's engine. It was a steam engine. It goes something like this. The man, followed by the captain, examines the ship's engine for about half an hour. Then he takes out his spanner and he gently taps, ding, a pipe. The engine begins working normally once again, so the problem is solved. When the captain receives the bill, he's a little annoyed to see that he's been charged $1,000 for a simple and quick procedure. So he calls up the engineer and asks him to send an itemized bill. The engineer types up a new bill. It reads, tapping the pipe, $50. Knowing where to tap, $950. Now, the point of this story is to help you understand that even complex problems may have a simple solution. That is, if you know where to make the change. And I should point out that just because a consensus of scientists, sociologists, or psychologists believe something to be true does not necessarily make it true. Do you get that? Consensus does not necessarily hold the correct position on truth. Me, I am the guy who challenges everything for the truth. The guy who looks for the simplest solution. Now, I've been in the field of NLP, hypnotherapy and meditation since 1984. I have a track record of helping people quit marijuana, alcohol, gambling, lose weight, stop binge eating and purging, etc., sometimes in as little as 2 hours. I tell you this so that you might listen in to what I have to say. So the key question that I offer you today is, how do you do the process of X? For example, how do you do the process of smoking marijuana? How do you do the process of drinking to excess? How do you do the process of gambling? How do you do the process of binge eating, etc.? So by asking this question, it puts the responsibility for your behavior directly onto your shoulders. It puts you in the driver's seat, so to speak, and it gives me the bits of information that I need to help you make transformational change. We can also apply the same questions to the problems of fear, anxiety, social anxiety, eco-anxiety, feeling oppressed, or even about your social situation, income. We ask, how do you do the process of X? For example, how do you do the process of creating anxiety? I think it's a big one right now. How do you do the process of feeling oppressed? How do you do the process of being on a low income? Do you see where we're going with this? We're putting the responsibility squarely onto your broad shoulders, which is the first step of empowerment. And then we're asking, how do you do the process of whatever it is that you do? So we look at the presenting problem in terms of strategies. How do you do the process of knowing when it's time to have a drink? Let me put this another way. Whatever you do, you are the one who is doing it. So if you smoke cigarettes, then you are the one who is smoking cigarettes. I just use cigarettes as a simple example. Right? I know most of you guys don't smoke, but I just use it. If you drink too much alcohol, you're the one who's doing the drinking. If you eat junk food or overeat, then you're the one who makes the decision to eat those foods. If you are poor, then what part do you play in your poverty? Just think about that. And if we take our car analogy, then by taking responsibility for your present situation, this puts you in the driver's seat. Once in the driver's seat, you have to train yourself or get training from someone like me to show you how to use the controls and drive your car to the desired destination on the best path or best road at the correct speed. Do you get it? We take your present situation, we break it down into a series of behavioral strategies. So if you're poor, then what are the thought processes that keep you in the rut of poverty? And then if you want to be rich, what are the processes? What are the thought processes that would get you to be rich? Now, on the other hand, what would be the thought process that would get you out of the rut and improve your income? So in some cases, this is going to take you to the edge of your map, so to speak. I did a video on this recently titled, How to Take a Jump into the Unknown with a Sense of Trust using NLP. This video will give you some insights into dealing with an extremely challenging situation. See also the video titled, How to Use NLP to Set a Stretch Goal and Transform Yourself. And then there's a video which gives an insight into how I work with my clients, titled Secrets of Success. It takes you through some basics. Now that's a lot of reading and watching for you to do, but it will pay off. So the point of this video is to remind you to stop blaming the world for your current situation and instead accept responsibility for who you are, where you are, and what you have. And then learn how to get into the driver's seat of your mind and your life and create a better version of yourself. Now, if you're looking for an experienced NLP coach, then feel free to contact me from my website. And you're invited to join us over at the Facebook NLP Hypnotherapy group. And if you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel, give the video one of those big likes, and share it on social media. That's really important. All the best to you, and I look forward to seeing you again.